What's up, guys? No. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Alice. We talk about books. We sometimes do some lifestyle and vlog content. So if you're looking for someone to stick on in the background, which makes yourself a meal, clean your room, or do that thing you've been putting off for the longest time, then I'm your gal. So consider hitting that subscribe button. Come on in, join the family. It is free and we can unsubscribe at any time. Okay. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for your continued support. Let's get on with today's video. Today's video is going to be another Can Alice make it through without absolutely sweating her tits off, because it is so hot at the moment in the UK, okay? So don't judge. I feel like I need to put this on, guys, because guess what we're talking about? Drum roll, please. That's right, we're back with the second installment of the Chestnut Springs series. We're talking about Heartless today, and we all know what happens when Kane turns his hat backwards. Do you think I look cool? I feel like my hair's really crazy, but I thought I would go for the wild, wasn't we called vibes? Cowboy, I'm a cowboy, rancher. But yeah, how do you feel? I look good. Anyway, let's talk about this book today. Seatbelts in, people. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the magic. Bring on in the trusty steed. We are talking about Heartless today, and what did I give it? Drum roll, please. I gave this book a 7.5 out of 10. Now, I realise when I say it, that's probably a bit high. It's probably a 7, but it's definitely a 4-star read for me because I really enjoyed it. It was on the end of the spectrum for I really enjoyed it from a romance perspective. As you will see in my comments, I did want it to go a little bit deeper, which I feel like it was missing a few places, but on the whole, I really did enjoy this book. So it gets a 4-star from me. The Goodreads, it's in there, it's official. This for me is a 4-star read. In terms of spice, I'd say 3.5 to 4 chilies. This is pretty spicy. There was quite a lot of spice scenes in there, but that's okay. Now, before I continue, please always read the trigger warnings before you read any book. We want happy, safe readers out there, okay? So if you're thinking about reading the series, please check the trigger warnings first. This is the second book in the series, so if you want to start from the beginning, Flawless. I try not to give any spoilers. There might be things here and there, but up to you if you want to keep watching or not. Chilies, big spice. If you're not into spice, these aren't the books for you, okay? You're not going to find them with enough depth and substance. It's going to be too much going on. Oh my god, I'm literally sweating. I feel like I'm talking 100 miles an hour as well, because I'm like, if asked would I recommend this book, I was hesitant on the last one, but I absolutely would recommend this. My friend has read this whole series and she said that this one, and I can't remember if she said the 4th one or the 5th one or the 3rd one, I don't know, one of the other ones were her favourites, and that this one was much better than the first, so I should keep going. And I'm glad I listened to her because she absolutely smashed it. So true, I enjoyed this a lot. And now it's time for the review, okay? This is what we've all been waiting for, peeps, isn't it? So let's do it. I said I much preferred this one to the first one. As predicted, the first one is always the worst in the series because we don't know all the characters yet. Now we know the little community around them and we're getting to know characters more. It really kind of felt like we were, you know, in Chestnut Springs, in that vibe, and that's what I really liked and appreciated. So I do always factor that in when I read a first book. I know that usually it's only going to get better from there because the world building and just getting to know the characters, you know, we're not on the same level of depth yet. So this was much better this time. Loved Cade as a main character. He did go a little bit simpy, wet wipey in there, but do you know what? I think it worked for him. He's definitely grumpy and they had a grumpy ex-Sunshine thing going on, but I think it really worked. I didn't realise that was a trope that I particularly liked, but now I think about it, every grumpy ex-Sunshine book I've read, I have really enjoyed. So maybe there's something to say about that. New trope alert. But it was definitely working. I enjoyed that a lot. Okay, so good thumbs up, big ticks, okay? Honestly, my main criticism of this book was that we could have gone a little bit deeper in places. And I think also with the characters, we could have gone into their personalities a little bit more. But I don't know if that's super nitpicky. So, you know, I might be a little bit too harsh on this. For what it is, the style of book, the genre and the romance, I think it does it really well. So if this is what you're looking for, something easy, something quick to read, these are definitely the books for you. Obviously they do have spice, so don't read them thinking that it's not going to be spicy at all. I also really liked Willa as well, which is great because when you like both of the main characters, then you know you've got a recipe for a good book. When one of the characters kind of annoys you or winds you up, then you're just not going to have the same attachment to it. So far all the main main characters have been pretty good. I haven't been annoyed at them, but I think I preferred these two to the first two. Yeah, I don't think we have had a character that we haven't liked yet, except for like the ones you're not supposed to like, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think it's been pretty good. I also very much appreciate that in this book we started to get a setup for the next book, and this is what I feel like this book on the whole did better. It really immersed us into the community, it really linked it in and brought it together. You know, we had the characters from the first two books, Summer and Rhett, coming back into it. We had this love story, we had setting up the next love story. So I really feel like this did that well, whereas the first book was very much just like them in their own lane, mention a bit about the family and then kind of moved on. So this is good. And also the main characters both had quite deep, like interesting backstories, so that was good. Again, I would have wanted more from that, but it was enough for this style of genre, so it was good. The spice was pretty intense, it was a lot, but I think it worked better in this book. I feel like when it happened, it seemed to fit what was happening. I don't know, maybe in the first one sometimes it felt a little bit more like, oh, we're putting an extra scene in for the sake of it, but I think this one seemed to work a little bit more. There was definitely a few moments where I was like, okay, we can have enough of that now, but I wasn't like, oh no, here we go again, we've got another scene. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it wasn't too much. Definitely wasn't Ali Hazelwood's not in love, bloody hell. I also feel like it didn't feel as awkward in the spice department. Not that it specifically felt awkward in the first one, but these characters seemed to kind of mesh better together, so I enjoyed that. I feel like the journey to the spice was better in this one too. There was a lot more tension building, there was a lot more things on the line. I feel like in the first one it kind of just went 0 to 100 out of nowhere. Okay, we're here. It didn't make as much sense to me, whereas this one it definitely did. They at one point during the book, they always mention, as far as I am aware from the first two, they mention the name of the book, and I liked what they used this one for, but I think they could have gone into depth a little bit more than that. So Elsie, I would have loved to see just a little more depth. However, I will say I could not put this book down. I was super eager to read it. I kept going to pick it back up again. So this is why this book particularly got a lot higher than the first book, because it just had such a great appeal about it. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm super glad I read it, and I enjoyed the whole journey. The appeal was definitely next level. I also absolutely loved Luke. He was so cute. Loved his character. Loved the instant connection and bond that he had with Willa. Loved the connection he had with his dad and his family. I really, really liked that. And just the vibes of the whole family stuff, you know, it was good. I really enjoyed it. I think we could have gone a little bit more in depth about his mum, because she kind of made it a big deal up until the point of then we actually got to meet the mum, and then it was only a small interaction, and then that was kind of it. I don't know, I feel like there could have been a bit more, but you never know, she might come back round in the future. But I thought she was going to be kind of the problem. You know, every book like in this style has the conflict, we know this. We have the build up, we get together, the conflict, the resolution. So the conflict in this was a little short, was a little bit like, but it was better, I personally believe, than the first one. First one definitely felt really forced. This one was good because it was kind of unexpected, but expected. Like, I genuinely was like, oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. So it was a good little twist, but yeah, I definitely thought the conflict was going to be because of the mum. And I guess in some way it kind of was because of something she said, but it was kind of nice they had their own conflict. But I think, I don't know, they could have been a little bit more something going around there. So I don't know, the conflict wasn't the strongest, which is why I didn't give it higher. Again, it works for this kind of genre, okay? We're not expecting like the next Jane Austen or something to be in this book, and I don't mean that in like a dicky way, like I don't mean that in like a condescending way. I just mean like, you know what this book is. It's romance, it's quick, it's fun, it's exciting, and there's spice in it. You know, it's not trying to proclaim itself as some like, this is going to be a classic for years to come. I really don't think we need to look that deep. I'm just a humble girl with some opinions on books, okay? So let me know if you agree with me, let me know if you disagree with me. I won't be offended. It's all right, guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you read this series? Which one was your favorite one from the series? All in all, I'm not mad about it. I know we dedicate a little bit more time to the spice than we do the depth, but as I have said multiple times in this video, that's okay. We know what we're getting in for, and I'm okay with that. I still very much enjoyed this book. I really enjoy the way she writes. They make the book so consumable. You could read it whenever. Yeah, very consumable, and I would definitely recommend this one out of the series so far. Even if you didn't read the first one, I think you'd be okay. The love story itself is good. But yeah, if you like romance, you like a fair amount of spice and maybe you like an older man, then this is the book for you, okay? Have a little read, let me know. Again, as I said, please always check the trigger warnings before you read any book. Here you heard it first, folks, okay? Also, I feel like I've put this a little bit high, but let's just do a couple more thumbnails just in case. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Have you subscribed? Sorry, I kicked you. Thank you very much. And as always, till the next one, I'll see you then. Bye! Why is everyone coming up and down me road today?